Good day and welcome. Yes, to action in the girls' championship division. We have Dorado East. Dorado East up against San Juan North. San Juan North, they are at home. We on the kickoff, and that's the kickoff. San Juan North, they are in their green outfits. They are going to be playing against Dorado East, who are going to be in their a bit of a challenge. They will be in their yellow and blue kits. Early tackle, and we see one of the players going down. Not quite sure who it is, but in the meantime we'll give you the starting lineups for Dorado East. The Blue Thunder: number 10 Nicola George, number 8 Maya Williams, number 9 the captain and workhorse of this team Evangeline Fafana, number 3 Shakila Sandy, number 11 Akila Jackson, number 17 Akila Paul, number 5 Janika Samaru, number 14 Anastasia Lezama, number 22 in goal Tishane Manet, number 6 Aliyah Ran, and rounding off the starting lineups we have number 12 Kamara Vince. For San Juan North, as we see one of the players just getting some medical attention after being bulldozed in the opening minute. The San Juan North starting lineup, we have the number 6 Maya Pereira, number 22 in goal Tonya Williams, number 11 Kalisha Balo, number 16 Roxanne Rando, number 18 Kanisa Villafana, number 5 Jolene James, number 8 Kiana Williams, number 16 Letitia Nicholas, number 12 Navia Perez, and rounding off the starting lineups Shania Antoine. That's the captain. The coach of San Juan North, Marlon Clark, and the coach of Dorado East, C. Hewitt. So it's going to be a bit of a bounce ball. Standing over this one, it's Williams. Williams with the early ball through. It goes under Manet. Goes out for, is it a goal kick or corner? Yes, she would have gotten something to it. And jogging across to take it. It's the number 8, Williams. Kiana Williams. Looking to take the corner. This game being played at the San Juan North School compound, fondly known as the Book School, because they are situated in the Book Malachus area. So it's going to be an early corner here, going to be taken by Williams. That's Kiana Williams. She goes short, and there, big ball across, headed down, and able to clear their lines there. Samaru punts it upfield, but it's put back into the danger area. Will it go out for a goal kick? But getting back there was one of the defenders, and she's able to clear, get it forward. Going for a bit of a run there was Akila Jackson. It's just running out of real estate, and it's going to be a throw-in. So it's going to be a throw-in to San Juan North. Letitia Nicholas. That's a good throw to Williams. But then able to win out at the back. It seems to be the captain, Fafan, heavily strapped this evening. Williams win out in that battle against Samaru. So it's going to be a throw-in. Quickly take on throw-in there. Ball across. Fafan in the battle. The ball is banging off ahead. So Williams with the left footed shot. And well handled there by Manet. So Manet, Tishane Manet, using her area. Pushing out her defenders. One of the players would have been struck in the face. The referee just doing some quick surveys to make sure that all is well, and that ball is banged upfield. And it's true. Trying to get forward here is the Dorado East girls. And they'll win themselves a corner. So some good work and industry putting down that right-hand side. But it looked like Lizama. So it's going to be a corner for El Dorado East. If you're just joining us, you're watching the Tiger Tanks Secondary Schools Football League. It's the girls edition. It's El Dorado East up against San Juan North. The scores: El Dorado 0, San Juan 0, and taking her time to go across there to get to this one. Let's look at the delivery. It's into the area. Finally, it's cleared. But only as far as Vincent. And Vincent just puts it into touch. A little gesticulations taking place outside there. Vincent banged upfield by Lizama. Bursting through, but Fafan, the captain, she's at the back this time for her team. Last game she played all over the pitch, trying to do a bit too much here, but then she wins out, unable to bring the ball forward, looking for movement up front. Bangs the ball forward and it's cleared out. It's going to be a throw-in to El Dorado East. The coach doing a bit of adjustments since they had played Five Rivers. And you're seeing, seems to be an early movement on the bench of the El Dorado team. A player seems to be injured. And it seems like there's going to be an early substitution forced by injury. Throw in by Jackson. Gets it upfield. George just bangs it forward. Two of the El Dorado players getting in their way. And George, just when she thought that she was out on goal, that's Jackson. The referee just calling for an infringement. The two teams yet really to settle properly. So it's going to be San Juan free kick. So San Juan North standing over this one. Ball punt downfield. Sprung the trap. She's in on goal. But there's a good common enclave there. So it was the captain, Shania Antoine, who thought that she had gotten away. You can see Fafan at the back, just waving her troops forward. She wants to get the team compact and playing on the front foot. Good work inside. It falls to George. So you can see the substitute just ready to take the pitch. We'll have her name shortly. And coming off injured is the number 12, lad Vincent, who was injured in the very first minute of the game. So Vincent is off through injury. El Dorado on the front foot. Still El Dorado trying to be skillful. There was Lezama. Goes out of play. It's going to be a throwing for El Dorado. So in the early exchanges, El Dorado just dominating proceedings. It's going to be San Juan ball there. Ball floated across the area. Falls to the forward. She's up against Fafan. Evangeline Fafan. She does the defensive duties there. Good decision by the coach to put Fafan in the back line. So it was Anastasia Roach who came on. But coming forward, here is Captain Antoine. She plays the ball across. Falls nicely to Jackson. Jackson with some good work. Bursting into the area. There was Nicholas. But Manet able to do the needy. Just getting a bit of collision there. So Manet staying down. And on comes the physio. So Manet just having some medical assistance given to her. So if you're just joining us, you're watching Girls Championship action. It's El Dorado East Girls up against San Juan North Girls. And we have the restart. Keeper Manet with a strong dump upfield. The referee just calling back things. They'll have to have a bum ball. So just asking back for the ball for the proper protocols to be followed. Yeah, the ball going. Is it going to be a free kick? So it's a free kick. A foul was committed on keeper Manet. And Manet, yes, with a good dump upfield still. And then that ball punt upfield. Jackson for El Dorado, putting that ball forward. Falls to Williams. And that's a good turn there by Salandi. Salandi going for a run. A foul has been committed. A bit of a stop-start game here at the San Juan North grounds. Both teams committing infringements. I think more by mistake than by design. And we're seeing players just getting forward here for San Juan North. Ball punt upfield. Good defensive header there by Williams. But here comes San Juan North. Ball played through. In a bit of a foot race. Salandi. Still Salandi. So that was the corner. Seeing some action here. El Dorado on the front foot. But San Juan winning out, winning themselves a throw. Quickly taking throw. Good turn, getting away from her marker. But Fafan wins out. Ball through. Keeper hasn't come. And so it's played into the nearest touch by the defender. It's going to be a throw in to El Dorado. No real flow to this game. When it's halftime. On the halftime, we'll have all discussions when we reach the halftime. I'm sure the coach is trying to sort things out there. A lot of things changing pretty quickly here at the San Juan North game. And we see going for a bit of a run here. Good work by Fafan. Winning out. Here is Lezama. She punts it forward. Trying to go for a bit of a run is Paul. But then that ball is just cleared out. In no great hurry to get that ball. Well, the ladies, they are being exposed to football at the highest level. A lot of development taking place as well as yet to take place. But of course, it's good to have the ladies on. There's a throw. Ball is into the goal area. And it's cleared out. It's going to be a corner for El Dorado. So the attempted cross by Nicola George, stretching the San Juan North defense. So George is going to take this corner. And that ball just cleared out. It's going to be a goal kick for San Juan North. The girls taking quite a long time to really decide what was the call, what they're going to do, what's the plan. But they're coming just out of and winning out here and going on a bit of a run, but it's cleared out. That was Lezama winning out. Falls to Salandi. Salandi and Lezama getting the wires crossed. And San Juan not able to come forward. Ball punt downfield. Falls to the skipper here. But it is just cleared back upfield. A bit of football tennis. No team really taking possession of the ball, but now George takes it and she bangs it upfield. The keeper comes and claims bravely though. Seeming a bit confused, as if looking for instructions. And it seemed to be a bit of a handle ball, no call by the referee. The advantage played. Here comes Williams. Good move by Williams, having a long range effort, but it's going to be easily handled by Manette. Manette has been quite competent thus far, using all of her area. Oh, but then she doesn't get a good kick out. It's a ball into the area. She would have just straight offside. Yes, just straight offside there was Letitia Nicholas. And the girls go through the long effort of deciding what was the call, where is the ball supposed to be spotted. And I think that's something that on the lady side of things, they definitely need to work on. I think the players, they need to first know the rules of the game. They need to know what's a goal kick, what's a free kick, what's a foul. You're seeing these players, when calls are made, they're unable to even spot the ball and really play the ball without a decisive instruction from their coaches or supporters on the sidelines. Get that ball put out. It's going to be a corner. So I think the first thing that the ladies have to get, they have to be able to follow instructions. They have to be able to get instructions and know when to move, how to move. Then the second part of it is they need to become athletes. You need to be able to run, hop, skip, jump and throw. And then after that, I think the intricacies of the game could be taught. I think a lot of these young players still at the stage where they don't know the rules of the game. You're seeing calls and the players just stopping. There was some good work there by George. But then the ball just able to get upfield. Going for a bit of a nice runner. But she had the big number 8, Williams. Now Mia Williams, she win that battle out against Maya Pereira. And it's going to be a throw in there for the San Juan North team. If you're just joining us, you're watching Girls Championship action in the Tiger Town Secondary Schools Football League. You have El Dorado East in blue, yellow and blue up against San Juan North in green. Pereira looking to pass to her captain. And the ball is punted upfield. Oh, falls nicely there. But the defender able to come out and win it and then put it into the nearest touch. Both teams full of industry and work rate, but yet to really put it together in terms of something constructive. El Dorado East, they will feel that they had the best of the exchanges as 25 minutes have just elapsed. But San Juan North would know that they are dangerous on the counter. Their captain Antoine seems to be able, but Fafan, the captain of El Dorado East, very composed. Just limping there, crying a bit of a knock. And she's going to leave it for her goalkeeper, Manet, who seems to be the one who has the ability to really get that ball forward in the long areas. To Shane Manet, not the best of cross, and she's out of the goalpost. But then she comes back and clears things up and bangs it upfield. Ball is going forward. Trying to go forward there was the El Dorado East team. And then their keeper, Toya Williams, bangs it upfield. Going for a bit of a run. She has looked dangerous. That's Nicholas. George has showed that she can play. But then she just ushered off the ball by Samaru. In fact, by James. Ball played through. But Manet comes and claims, quite competent in a quiet way, is Tishane Manet. She uses her whole area and then she bangs it upfield. An infringement has been committed by the San Juan North player, or by the El Dorado East player, so it's going to be San Juan North ball. So as we approach the 30-minute marker in this one, San Juan North 0, El Dorado East 0. Trying to get some passes going. It's going to be an infringement. It's going to be El Dorado ball. These games not played at the highest of tempos. Of course, the young ladies will be learning their trade. Fafando, she can play. She puts the ball forward. And they're punting it forward. Again, they try to get it forward. Making that run there, Salandi. Salandi has been enterprising up front for El Dorado East, but she runs out of real estate, and it's going to be a goal kick for San Juan North. Both teams have cancelled out each other thus far. The El Dorado team will be the happier of the two teams. They'll feel that they have really occupied a large period of time in the San Juan North half of the field. They'll not be so satisfied with the end product, of course, the score being 0-0, as well as they not being able to string number of passes together and maintain possession. Oh, it's a missed pass here by the keeper. Almost gifting a ball out there to the El Dorado player. And the coach giving out some instructions there to Natisha Nicholas, coach of that team, Mr. Marlon Clark. And that's where you're seeing the problem. You're seeing that the the girls, they don't understand even the how the game is played. You know, the rules of the game. So you're seeing that when a goal kick, a free kick is awarded, they're turning away unless they get a direct instructions from the coach and all the spectators. You would see a spectator has gone behind the goal to help the goalkeeper at that side. Remember, San Juan is at home. Well, it's Fafan just making a mistake, but she can clean up her mistakes. Evangeline Fafan. But this is going to be dangerous because she's out of her area. But quite composed is Manette at the back. Manette is going to look to dump this one down. She's quite competent. So she punts it downfield. Gets it into the attacking third. George. It's a slip ball. Beautiful ball through to Salandi. Salandi the foot race. Oh, Salandi just overruns the ball. She's able to recover. But then the ball just cleared out. It's going to be a corner. And you're seeing the person who have gone behind the goal to give some instructions to the keeper. Just speaking to the keeper. You know, it's a lot of things that, you know, really needs to be put in place. But of course, these girls will treasure the opportunity to represent their schools. And of course, we want to thank Tiger Tanks for coming on board and presenting the platform for girls to play. You know, the new project by the TTFA, Girls Play, just getting underway in October. And we'll see a lot of these girls getting some opportunities to expose their talents. The more, of course, the more they play, the more they will be able to learn and better their trade. And of course, lots of opportunities for players to get scholarships in the USA and further their education. So it's a win-win situation. Ball here in across. Ball still not cleared. Finally, it goes over the goal line. And what's going to be a corner or a free kick. And yeah, it's going to be a goal kick. No, in fact, it's a corner. And it was a corner, and all the girls from El Dorado had turned away. The San Juan players were setting up as if it was a goal kick. So exactly what I've been saying. These young ladies first need to know the rules, understand the rules, and then able. So a coach, I want to lay down the not being an expert, but just I want to lay down the procedure. First, the girls need to know the rules of the game, understand the rules of the game. Next, they need to become athletes. They need to be able to run, skip, jump, and then you begin to put in the basics of the game itself. So you saw the defender had the opportunity to clear the ball upfield, but instead she cleared the ball behind the goal, which gives up possession. So it's going to be another corner. Fafan has come up. That's the captain, Fafan. She can deliver one into the area. If anyone on this El Dorado team can. Not the best of corner kicks. But it's cleared out and she's going to get another opportunity. Walking across George. I think George is going to try her hand, or should I say her foot at it. So Nicola George, just going. Or is she just going to help her captain? Evangeline Fafan. She goes short to George. Still George. Oh, a bit of a big screen. Into the area. The referee just calling for a foul there. Lezama is wondering, well, what took place there? It's a foul. So it's going to be San Juan North free kick. Punted downfield. Then it's just cleared out there by Samaru. Jackson. Good throw, finds George. George looking to find Talandi. It's cleared out and Fafan comes across. Fafan is going to bring it forward. Try to get it to Salandi. And here, banged up field. Nice turn there by Paul. Paul going for a bit of a run. The keeper comes out. And she comes and she claims the ball at the edge of her area. And then she bangs it upfield. So the game beginning to wax warm. Fafana. Ball aimed at Paul. Coming across and winning out. But she's maintaining possession. Able to recover and then clears it off of the attacking player. So it's going to be a goal kick for San Juan North. So with the halftime whistle approaching in this one. If you're just joining us, you're watching Tiger Tank Secondary School action. It's the Girls Championship Division. It's El Dorado East up against San Juan North. El Dorado 0, San Juan 0 at this point in time with just about 36 plus minutes gone. Ball forward. The keeper comes and claims bravely off the feet of Paul and then it's punted downfield. Falls to the Captain Antoine. Captain Antoine going for a bit of a run. She gets past Fafan. This could be dangerous. She puts it across. And just having straight offside there was the number 16, Nicholas. So it's going to be a free kick. The field here in glowing sunlight. And the infringement, handle ball by the San Juan North player. Skipper Fafan. Eugene Fafan. She punts the ball downfield. It's aimed at Paul. Paul in a bit of a foot race here with Randon, sorry. Infringement committed. So it's going to be a free kick. From this range, I think if I was Fafan, I would get forward and try to get a shot on goal. And just as I said, Fafan is going to take this free kick. I think if Fafan can get the ball on target, it's definitely going to test this goalkeeper from what we've seen thus far. She's a bit suspect with her handling. Brave, but her handling just seems to be a bit not at the highest level. In the meantime, a player has gone down and is getting some medical attention. So the player is back to her feet, That's a very good sign. She'll have to walk off the field though. Can't wait till after the play to get back on. Fafando stands over this one. I think if she can get it anywhere on target and over that wall, it's going to be a testing time for the keeper. So let's look at the delivery. Fafano over the wall, into the back of the net, just as I have been predicted. And Evangeline Fafan, the skipper, gets it up over the wall and into the back of the goal. They celebrate just before the halftime whistle. El Dorado East, they lead this one 1-0. Let's look at it again. She was able to get it up over the wall. The keeper just beaten by the flight. And Fafan, skipper Fafan, puts her team up 1-0. El Dorado East, they lead almost on the stroke of halftime. So after playing on the front foot for most times, it was not the prettiest of displays, but it was effective. A free kick just outside the box, and Evangeline Fafan, remember that name, stepped up and put the team up 1-0. So all to play for here, San Juan on their home turf. Here they come. I saw one North player has gone down. Just being dragged to her feet. That's Pereira, and helped off the pitch. The Dorado girls in the meantime tried to get some refreshment in. They would have celebrated that goal with a plump. So it's going to be a throw-in to San Juan North. But here comes El Dorado. Blazing fleet of foot here, Isolandi. She's brought down. The referee playing the advantage. And she's back up on her feet. Yes, and in between, in the mix here, Isolandi. Ball finally cleared. Will it stay in play? It does. Pereira going for a bit of a run. But then she's stopped by the substitute Roach. And that's the halftime whistle. So at the half in this one, El Dorado East, they lead this one 1-0 versus San Juan North girls secondary. We go to the break. When we come back, we'll have more action live right here on Tiger Tank Sports International. Tiger Sports International. Welcome back here at the San Juan North grounds. I'm Gordon Pierre. Together with me is Kadir Mohammed. Kadir has joined us as we bring to you coverage in the Tiger Tanks Secondary Schools Football League, the Girls Championship Division. It's El Dorado East. They play San Juan North. El Dorado leading 1-0. Good evening, Kadir. Yeah. El Dorado have a couple players, you know, who seem to be threatening, but of course, the one most likely to score is definitely Miss Fafan. But here we see San Juan North coming here, looking to get on the front foot. That ball just going out of play. So it's going to be El Dorado's ball. Going across to take it. It's the number 8. Naima Williams. Oh, and that's an awful throw. Yeah, that's an awful throw. Yeah. Again. Yeah. Yeah. And there again, that's another whole true. It's just a simple rule. Your hand have to come from behind the head straight over the top. Right? You also cannot get your foot off the ground. So, for those who don't know, the first throw was because the girl brought the ball up, over, and then just pelted it to the side, threw it to the side, and then
that's a good one.
Yeah, then and of course Fafan will come and do it because Fafan understands the rules of the game. So just as I've been saying all in the first half, that we've got to teach the ladies the rules of the game. But here comes San Juan. A strong challenge there by Fafan. It was Roxiana Rando.
It's just still not clear. San Juan North. Promising area of the pitch. Looking to get that ball over. Got it back again. And finally cleared up the field.
Falls to George. Yeah, and a clearance, and it went into the referee. No, she was clearing the ball, right? The rule is who has possession of the ball, they gets it back, right? In a bum ball. Oh, he gives it back. He gives it back here to San Juan. He gives it back to El Dorado. Because El Dorado was really clearing the ball. You were not quite sure if that ball was going to go to one of our players or not, but it hit the referee. He gave it back, which is the fair call, we should say. But here comes San Juan.
Fafan again at the back. Right place, right time.
Yeah, well, it's captain versus captain there. There we saw the towering figure, the imposing figure of Shania Antoine, the captain of the San Juan North team, just bearing down on goal. So San Juan North, they have come out on the front foot. They're trying to get this equalizing goal, an all-important equalizing goal for them. If you're just joining us, you're watching the Tiger Town Secondary Schools football action. It's El Dorado East up against San Juan North. It's the Girls Championship Division. So Kadir, from what you've seen thus far, would you hazard a guess of what will be the final score at the end of this game?
I'm not going to take any sides as yet. You know how it goes with these girls. But definitely I'm on the side of Evangeline Fafan simply because of her exclusive work rate. And she possesses a lot of knowledge in terms of football. So I would want to see her do well. And there we see El Dorado East breaking from the back now. Looking for movement forward. Not going to get there. Cut out by that San Juan North.
That's Pereira.
Pereira just putting it into touch.
Maya Pereira just putting it into the nearest touch. It's going to be a throw-in to El Dorado East.
You know, it's so few and far between when you see girls like Evangeline Fafan who know the rules of the game and possess knowledge and skill when it comes to playing the game. You know, it's so few and far between in terms of competition in the girls' side of things. So, you know, you always want to see players like that do well and progress.
Yeah, definitely. She definitely is a cut above these girls on this pitch here this evening. She's doing this afternoon, sorry, she's doing quite well. She's leading her team. I like how the coach, seeing how his team, he has really made her the rock of the team and put her from the back. You know, she was playing higher up the field when we last saw her against, that would have been
Five Rivers.
Five Rivers, and they were mauled. She played upfield. When she realized that it was wave after wave, she came back and stopped the bleeding somewhat.
Yeah.
Today she started at the back, and then when the opportunity arose for her to get forward, but then it skips past the challenge. Manet comes out though and claims it. Frustration there being displayed by the Salva North girls. Manet as well. She's a very competent keeper.
Yeah.
Yeah, she can handle, and there you can see she can distribute reasonably well as well.
It's a bit of a catch-22 when it comes to the El Dorado East. There we see they're breaking on the counter, and then danger cleared. No call from referee. Yeah, it's a bit of a catch-22. You want Evangeline Farfan to stop the leakage at the back in terms of goals, but then going forward, there is not really any, player that can hold up or can really shrug off the defenders and get the ball in the back of the net for El Dorado East. So it's a bit of a give and take when it comes to Evangeline Farfan. So she would have to definitely do it all, or she would probably need help from one or two of her players. Let's take a look at this throw now. She has to retrieve the ball herself. There's no ball boys or ball girls here today. So fair throw from her. Now it's won back by Sour North. Trying to find her feet there. A good run into the area now. Oh, and then just cleared away.
Anyway, will do there for Farfan. There's some good work there by Salandi. Or is it Paul? I think it looks like Paul.
It's going to now be a corner. No.
And you see, it's a corner, and all the girls just turn their backs on the ball. Not quite sure what is taking place. Something that we definitely have to really get rid of out of the girls' game. The girls must know the rules.
Yeah, the girls probably just need to sit down in the classroom a bit and get familiar with the rules. That's something that once you play in a sport, you need to know the rules of the game in order to execute properly.
And Farfan there with the corner inside. She's going to get another opportunity to take another one. Heavily strapped on her right thigh. So seemed to have picked up some kind of injury. Hope it's just a knock. Another pull or a strain. Yeah, she's very nimble, jumping over.
Yeah, very fleet-footed.
Then she tries to curl it into the area. The defender Jacob able to clear it forward. Getting it to her offensive player, Nicholas. And Nicholas gets past. Fafan has already recovered though. And she's going to put in her challenge. And she wins out.
Good recovery tackle there from Farfan.
Remember, she would have just taken that corner.
Sped back all the way back in the defensive half and cleared the danger.
Shot from Williams here. But Manet is able to handle quite easily. Very, very competent Manet. She handles well and she distributes fairly well. She's going to find a player. Not finding any of her players this time.
Yeah, this El Dorado East team look a whole different team, with Farfan at the back now. They look a little bit more reassured and defensively, that is. But looking to barge away through there.
Just having straight offside. Definitely was offside was the skipper, Antoine. Lots of hands waving. Girls are a bit confused. You're seeing some of the Sour North players waving their hands to their players and their bench as well, asking for some instructions and guidance. Antoine, just Manet, sorry, just looking to spot the ball. She's gonna go long. Yeah, she bangs the ball upfield.
Good clearance there by Manet.
It falls here to Paul. To Salandi, sorry. Salandi going with a run.
Salandi into the area now. Chance to get the ball across, but then combination of both defenders there just...
And the ball's still in play. And the defender had stopped playing. And then it's banged upfield.
Sour not the other way now.
Picked up by Williams.
Back there. Salandi. No. Williams.
Ball across. And guess who? Captain. Terrific. Just comes and places out. Ball still stays in play. Skipping past the challenge, J.H. Jackson. It's into the center of the area.
Chance for the shot here now. Oh, Farfan again at the heart of it. Looking to play it out from the back, Farfan.
Yeah, she's finally able to find her player. That's Roach. Roach stringing some passes with George. George playing it through. Paul, she has a good speed. Still Paul.
Keeper not coming. Oh, and then alert to the danger there. Good recovery tackle.
So Keela Paul there showing a good pair of heels, clean pair of heels, getting it behind the defense. But the defender able to recover. But what more can we say about Evangeline Fafan there? Composed at the back, she won the ball, got the ball forward, it was passed out, and then in 2-2s they were out and into attack.
Yeah, good composed work at the back there from her.
It's her one goal that separate these two teams. El Dorado East, the Blue Thunder. Here, they lead 1-0 versus the girls from Bukmalatris, San Juan North. Remember, you're watching Tiger Tanks Secondary Schools Football League right here on Tiger Sports International. George. The defender comes across though and able to clear. That's Jacob. Jacob quite composed as well.
Still with Jacob. And she plays a good ball out there to Nicholas. But then Nicholas too far in front of her. Shown too much of it there to the defender. And then going the other way now is El Dorado East.
George.
George. Powerful player, George. George trying a snapshot there.
Finally it's cleared. Falls to Kiana Williams. She plays it through, trying to get her captain going. And here comes Antoine. Antoine looking for movement. Hey, good
ball inside there from Antoine. Good spot. Nicholas now. Farfan again alert to the danger. Comes off her last, so it's going to be a Sour North corner.
Keeper Manet there giving out some instructions. Of course, we know the keepers and the stoppers normally the leaders of the back line. Going down there, we see one of the San Juan North players. She have stayed down.
Yeah, nice conditions here at the Sour North secondary ground.
Yeah.
Nice sunny conditions.
Nice sunny conditions. The girls have a good pitch on the foot so that they can express themselves.
Yeah, very good in comparison to what we've seen previously in the previous match days that have gone by. You know, a lot of heavy rains and heavy underfeet conditions that have really hampered the girls and the boys, you know, from really expressing themselves.
Yeah, you know, Trinidad and Tobago football is normally played in the rainy season, so you have to battle the elements. Not only battle your opponents, but battle the elements as well. Thus far, the conditions, the perfect conditions for this game. The sun out, but not blazing hot, just giving us good sunlight. They feel not rock hard, just good conditions on the feet. And the girls have been, to their credit, using the conditions fairly well.
We've come up to the hour mark here, and it's still El Dorado East leading this one by 1-0 versus Sour North secondary. Still some treatment required here for this sour note player. Not sure who it is that has stayed down. She is receiving some treatment now, and players taking that chance to take a bit of water, refresh themselves.
About to be made. Number 15 for El Dorado. She seems to be looking to make her entrance.
She's getting a bit of last minute instructions from the coach as to what he wants from her.
Aya Fraser.
Yeah, Leah Fraser about to enter the fray. And now here for El Dorado East.
No, Petia, sorry. Petia, it's a P. Petia Fraser.
Petia Fraser. That Fraser name attached to football. A lot of Fraser in the world of football.
Yeah, locally. And there we see coming off, it seems to be number 3. That seems to be Salandi, who would have been substituted. And Fraser goes on. It's going to be a corner though. Her first duties will be some defensive duties. It's going to be a corner.
Looks like it's going to be a short one. Yeah. Chance to get the ball over now. Looking to beat her marker there.
That was Williams. But instead it falls to Jackson.
Oh, chance to turn and shoot. Fafan winning out again. Danger still really not cleared.
So it's captain versus captain there. Fafan winning out that challenge.
Jackson now. Chance to tee up one of our players on the edge of the area. There we see chance to get a shot away. Fafan coming back and running out. And guess what? She's looking for some movement forward. Good footwork there from Fafan.
Plays it into the channel. Paul has a great hit of foot. So it's going to be dangerous here. Paul getting into the area. Oh, and then
with no real support. You know, no real support there for Paul. Had to take the shot on and wasn't a good one.
But at least she relieved the pressure for her team. You know, it was a ball again from Captain Marvelous. Playing that ball through. And going in a foot race is Paul. Akila Paul. Very leggy. Shows a clean pair of heels. The defenders are always chasing. You know, and developmentally, you could see that in the next couple of years, we can have Paul forming a good partnership with Fafane if they're still in school, because Paul have a lot of qualities that you would like to have in a girl striker.
Winning out there is substitute
That's
Fraser. But then she loses out. And then played a bit too far forward.
And that was Fafan playing that ball. Paul again. She gets her legs going. Oh, that was able to keep it in play.
Of a heavy touch there.
But you're seeing the intent there. They're looking to get that ball over the top. They're looking to get they're looking to get Paul going. Paul always ready, willing, and able. A willing runner, as we would say. Willing to run the channel, and that is allowing the El Dorado East team to get a bit of breathing space. Remember, they lead this 1 goal to nil. A goal scored in the 40th minute by Captain Evangeline Fafan. Yeah, going for a bit of a run. But it falls nicely. Here comes Antoine, but she meets Fafan.
Yeah, rock solid at the back there. Fafan. Still.
And then finally just cleared up field. Anyway will do.
Chance to play. Ball in here.
And that was Jackson. Jackson up against Rondo, begging for that foul. Taking no prisoners there. Roxanne, sorry. And the referee just telling her, control that emotion there, young lady.
66 minutes gone here. Still, El Dorado East leading this one. 1-0. So just about 14 minutes to be played here. Gordon, Sour not bad. Pressing, just not getting that finishing item or that final ball.
They will need to get it quickly because this El Dorado team is coming in and they're coming in waves.
Danger not cleared. Trying to play it out from the back. Chance.
Is she onside?
And she's definitely going to finish it off. Once the line, referee's assistant flag stays down. Yes, it is. So it's going to be goal. That's goal for El Dorado East. So
and Akila Jackson.
Akila Jackson getting a name on the score sheet. Getting her team up by 2 goals now.
Joy unbridled there. They're celebrating. They're happy. You can feel the emotion there. Look at it again. The ball was just bumble it up, and they put it across. Was Paul. Again, Paul, a willing runner, as we said before, and she put it across. And Jackson had the easiest of challenges, just to tap it into the open goal. She did that, and it's El Dorado 2, San Juan North 0.
Yeah. Unselfish work there from Paul, playing in Jackson, and Jackson finishing off the job quite competently, and that takes El Dorado East now to 2 goals, 67 minutes played.
Yeah, the only thing was missing, the only thing you had to look for really was to see if the referee's assistant flag had stayed down, and as long as it had stayed down, it was the easiest of tasks.
Really against the run of play though, because Sour North was on the front foot for most of this second half, and El Dorado East were retreating at the back, trying to get Paul going up front to kind of release some pressure. So on the front foot there, credit to the girls for sticking it out, and their hard work definitely paying off, resulting in a goal. So now comfortably placed at 2-0 here now. So Sour North with all the work to do now.
Well, they'll be trying to get back on even terms. They'll have to get back 1 goal at a time, though.
A good ball into the area. Oh, Manet coming and claim it. Good work there from Manet. Good handling. Yeah, just as he was alluding to there.
From the very first game, we saw Manet. We saw that she is a competent keeper. She can handle well. She can distribute fairly well. She's a work in progress. It's good to have women keepers. Ladies don't like to be bundled over. They don't like to be struck on the face. They don't like to fall down. But when you have a ladies keeper, they're very competent.
Paul here now. Gone past a marker. Paul into the area. Good work there. Coming across and getting rid of that there. And then staying down under the challenge. It's Jacob. Aliyah Jacob. Good work from her. Referee just signaling for some treatment here on Jacob. But this game, in terms of the scoreline, it's not that bad to what we've witnessed previously in terms of some of those scorelines. So, even contest.
Yeah, a fairly even contest. I think that the 2 goals are separating the 2 teams. What you're seeing there, you're seeing 2 evenly matched teams. The difference being, well, the first goal, it came off the feet of Captain Marvelous for El Dorado East Girls. That's
Fafan.
Yeah, Evangeline Fafan. And then on the other side of the half, you saw Paul, who if you were watching the game, you'd realize that she's always a willing runner. She's willing to run into the areas, and there she really put the ball across, and able to finish it off for her was Jackson. There we see just coming off the pitch, getting a bit of a pep talk from her coach, Marlon Clark. So it's going to be a corner. George drives it across.
Breaking from the back is Sour North.
The ball played through to their skipper. Antoine, they'll want something from her.
Good work from Antoine. Good ball. Schuster checks back inside, and Fafan with the challenge. It seems as though it is going to be, not sure the call from the referee as yet.
It's going to be a free kick in a very telling area. Fafan, she started the game with a strapping on her thigh. Not sure if she would have re-injured that.
Yeah, that would be ill-advised for El Dorado East. Fafan to be injured here at this stage. With just about 9 minutes to go. You want your best players there to rally out.
Well, I've watched Fafan for a number of games. And one thing I'm sure about, that Fafan is not going to come off of this pitch before the completion of the game. You know, she's going to die out there if that's what it takes to get her team over the line here today.
And that's the kind of commitment you want to see from these girls. Really committed to the cause is these girls really leaving everything out there, playing with their hearts on their sleeves. Receiving some treatment there, both players.
So it's going to be a free kick for San Juan North. Staying down there would have been the number 17, it looked like, or the number 11, Barlow. But she's up now. Oh, it's a penalty. Yes, it was in the box. Shot. Oh, it's off the upright. Still saved. And the girls had an opportunity to get back and defend the keeper. They didn't. And that's the same thing I'm saying. We look at that penalty again. Right? Keeper Manet made an excellent save. But her girls, because they do not understand the rules and thought that they had to stay out of the area, they allowed the opposing player to recover and get to that ball and put it in. Let's have a look at it again. No one recovered it. No one.
Just almost like training ground stuff there. Just allowing her free shot on goal. Yeah. And finishing it off. There was Barlow.
So Barlow able to get a team to pull back one, so the scores.
El Dorado
East 2. San Juan North 1.
Yeah, Barlow giving us her team a lifeline now.
Really entertaining stuff there in more ways than one.
Yeah.
You know, the penalty was conceded. Barlow, she stood up. It was an excellent save by Manet. I wish we could see that save again for Manet. You know, Manet getting down, pushing the ball onto the crossbar. In the meantime, though, El Dorado, they'll have to hold on here.
Antoine looking to barge her way through, getting away from a couple of challenges, but then stuffed out by a combination of El Dorado East defenders. Paul.
A willing runner, Paul.
Oh, just not able to keep it in there was Paul.
And
Can't falter for her
let's
effort.
look at it. It's a brilliant save. The ball bouncing up against the upright. Manet went across to try to get it. And the girl just stopping, you know, and leaving Manet by herself. And I think that's because they don't understand the rules. That after the ball is played for the penalty, you can get into the box. You know, so they thought that only the kick of the ball could move to the ball, and they stood up and watched after the keeper had made an excellent save, going down to her right, pushing the ball onto the upright.
You know, it's really a lesson for these girls in terms of what they need to know in terms of the rules. It has really opened up a lot, you know, so this is something that coaches need to pay close attention to in terms of getting information over to the girls in terms of getting familiar with the rules and knowing what they can do and what they are not supposed to do.
Yeah, I think what happens, especially with the age group girls division, you have supporters, parents, fans, and coaches just giving out instructions, game day instructions. Go left. So that you hear those loud calls from the stands. Clear it, clear it. You understand? And the girls not being able to, not being taught the rudiments of the game so that they can make that decision, you know. And so you're getting a lot of reactive playing, you know, when you see them on the pitch. And that's exactly what you saw there. The girls know that it's a penalty, you have to come outside of the box, but they don't know that when the ball is kicked, you can't get into the area after the ball has been kicked.
Yeah, definitely something to note for all coaches going around, you know, for these girls, the under 19 girls. You know, so something to note there.
Well, it's going to be an action-packed 5 minutes left in this one here as we begin to wind down. 3 minutes left, plus whatever will be added on. San Juan North will definitely be looking to find an equalizer. El Dorado, though, they'll be looking to put one more home to secure this win. Captain Antoine has come to life for the San Juan North team.
Goal scorer Barrow. Good look at the back there. Just banging in the face.
So it's a bit of a handle ball there. So it's going to be, that's Fafan would have handled the ball. It's going to be a free kick for El Dorado.
Chance for them just to take their time and wind down a few seconds. Let a few seconds tick by.
George banging it upfield.
Roach. Signs of some really tired girls now. Not able to retreat. So exactly where El Dorado won this ball to be in the San Juan North half with just about 1 minute plus remaining here in this fixture.
Ball across.
Good work there. Keeper taking her time with that one. Yeah, keeper Williams. Barrow. Fafan alert to the danger. Bringing a team the other way. There's Fafan. Looking to wriggle her way through. Still Fafan with an effort on goal. Easy save there for Williams. Time is winding down in this one now. Williams boots it downfield. And then just cleared into touch there from El Dorado East. Anywhere will do at this stage. They're holding on. They still lead this one by 2-1. No urgency from the San Juan North girls. Leaving it here for the other Williams.
Just string offside there.
Substitutes thinking that they have this one. 3 points in the bag. Already celebrating. Fafan will just be looking to bang this one as far upfield as possible. Paul. A good ball down the line there. Spotting the run of Paul. Ball into the area.
It's going to be a corner.
Dorado. So we've played 80 minutes in this one. Not sure how much at the time you're going to see. Bringing it away now is Barrow. Barrow looking for the skipper, Antoine.
It's Baldo there forward.
Barlow, Antoine now.
On just flashing wide. The opportunity to draw her team level almost on the stroke of full time there. The ball falling to Antoine.
Antoine just not able to hit the target with that one, and definitely this one is going to be last piece of action in this game. Just awaiting the referee's whistle now. 82 minutes played. Farfan going to take it for a bit of a run now. Playing in the substitute Fraser. But she loses out.
And then they put it into the nearest touch.
No whistle yet from the referee.
So there you see some of the fans just cheering on the girls, giving them instructions. Looking to take the throwing the substitute Fraser. Good throw. Into the area. But here they're able to break. Good defensive work. She's been solid. Williams. Now here Williams. And you see Fafan calling back her defenders, but she'll definitely be offside. Is she onside? Oh, great work there by Manet. But definitely, she would have been offside. Yeah, seeing the spotting for a free kick. Even from here, not the best of angles, but she was way ahead of the rest of players. So, from my old defender days, I know that she would have to be offside.
Yeah.
But keeper Manet, though, did her job competently.
Yeah, brave work from Manet. Not a bad piece of distribution there from her. Able to turn was substitute Fraser. Barrow looking to force her way through.
So it's going to be a free kicker. This is going to be very, very close here at the top of the box. I don't think...
Not sure what the infringement was there.
I don't think, though, they can beat Manet from this distance. That's the girls I've seen on display here this evening. I don't think they can beat Manet from this distance. But you never know.
I've seen more interesting things.
Yeah, I've seen stranger things that this happen.
Go on.
A discussion being taking place between the referee assistant and the referee. Probably the assistant not really too happy with that call, but it's been made already.
So we're heading up to the 6th minute of added time. In this one, it's going to be taken by a left footer, so it's going to be swinging away.
Kiana Williams, she can hit the ball though.
From goal.
It's easily handled by Manet. Just as I
bad
told you,
attempt.
Manet has shown great competency. And she's just urging her team forward. She's going to use her whole area. And then she bangs it up into the air. Cleared back downfield. And the whole El Dorado defense have already left their positions. Winning out there is Pereira. And they just clear it upfield. The goal scorer, Jackson, but she loses out. And then a nice composed movement there. Falls to Jackson. In fact, it's not Jackson, that's the Zama who finds Jackson. Jackson in a battle there with Rando. Coming across from the back is the defender Jacob, bulldozing her way forward. Jacob trying to find a captain. It's going to be a throw-in. So any moment now, we can see the ending whistle for this one.
Referee giving back all the minutes to these teams.
Yeah, credit to him. There were a number of stoppages. Number of stoppages. These ladies going down. El Dorado will love to hear the final whistle. San Juan will want every moment.
Good ball over the top there, looking for the run of.
So it's going to be a corner.
Still no whistle from the referee here. So maybe the referee is from Sour, so he probably wants to see they tie this one up. Barrow going over to take this one. Maybe the last roll of the dice here now for Sour. Can they get the ball into the area? Into the area, top of the box. Chance for the shot on goal.
Confusion between the defender and the keeper. And that's the final whistle. Look at the celebration. Look what it means to these ladies. El Dorado, they have held on to win this one. 2-0 versus San Juan North. 2-1 versus San Juan North. Look at the celebrations here. So at the end of it all, it's El Dorado North, led by their inspirational skipper, Evangeline Fafana. They win this one, 2-1 versus Sour North. Could be a very interesting game here.
Yeah, very interesting finish to the game there. El Dorado East led for in much of the game, and Sour just pulling one back late in the second half, but couldn't tie it up. So credit to El Dorado East and Fafan for holding on. They come away winners by 2-1 in this one. And that's all we have from you here at Sour. Together with me is my co-commentator Gordon Pierre. We say good afternoon.